Okay, you guys, buckle up, grab a pen and paper. Today's video is not one that I was predicting that we were going to be doing. Seint just notified us of the most the sale is so massive. We're talking summer sale. Now, if you guys have been around Seint for a while, I feel like for the last couple of years, we've had an overstock sale. I thought it was in August, and it's usually like up to 40% off really good products, as well as some where you're like, I see why you probably don't need that one anymore. This is that on steroids, okay? So in today's video, we are gonna talk about the 3 tiers of the sale. I'm gonna swatch as much as I can, and I'm going to give you recommendations from the product line that are my loves. Because you guys, there are close to 150 products, and of those 150, almost 100 are at 50% off. My heart is kind of sad. Wait till you see the eyeshadows and the lip and cheeks that are on final last chance 50% off sale. That's why I'm sad. I'm happy for this amazing sale, and I'm happy that you guys can grab gorgeous shades and restock on some of your faves that might be leaving. But I'm sad. When I look at my palette now that I have pulled out everything that's leaving, it looks lonely. So you guys, today's video is gonna be a fun one. If you're interested in learning more about the warehouse and last chance sale coming this Wednesday from Seint Beauty, let's get into it. Let's talk details. I have everything written down, but I do advise in the description box below is the newsletter sign up. That's what I would do. I would get on the newsletter if you're already not on there, and that way you'll get a listing of every product, swatches, and a whole bunch of information that will concisely put this all in one area for you. So that's where I would go to collect all the nitty gritty. Okay, with that being said, a warehouse and last chance sale are coming your way Wednesday, June 11th. So that's this Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. The warehouse sale will have 2 tiers, 25% off and 40% off. These are items that are not leaving for good. They are just overstocked, so they are discounted for you for 5 days, I think. I believe the sale ends on the 16th. When I'm editing, I will write down here what the actual end date is. It's the 16th or the 17th. So it's a short window of time to grab what you like at a 25 to 40% off discount. Now, the last chance sale is exactly as it sounds, products that are going away. So this is your last chance to grab them while they are gone for good, which I'm sad about. And if you didn't pick up on that already. With that being said, there's like 100 products in that category. Now the last chance items are 50% off, and that sale will go through July 31st. But here is my giant asterisk, the caveat. This is a sale that you want to set the alarm for. No one, no artists, no affiliates, nobody has access to these discounted products until June 11th at 10 a.m. So everyone will be on the site getting the favorites that they love and want to restock on, items that maybe they've been holding out for. You name it, at 50% off, there's going to be a lot of excitement over this. And I do think while the last chance tab will be available until July 31st, I think the popular offerings will be gone within a day or two. So just something to keep in mind. If you are interested in something, you want to jump on early, get what you want. You don't want to be disappointed or miss out, especially with the stuff that's going away for good. Let's start chatting about our 25% off warehouse sale items. Okay, so starting with, we have 3 highlights. We have Muse, Nutmeg, and Fiji. Then we have 3 cream correctors. These are originally from the Demi color correction line. So we have V1, 05 and 07. Now V1 is typically used for color correcting yellow in really fair skin, and then 05 and 07 are for much deeper skin tones, color correcting some blue and ashier tones. Now let's talk about the eyeshadows. I did swatch them all for you, so let me give you a quick breakdown of what we have in our 25% off tier, and then we have our 2 40% off shades. So this is Glass Slipper, Junior Prom, Stardust, which I absolutely love and broke filming this video, Gilded, Amethyst, Butterscotch, Claire, Sis, Blondie, and then we're also gonna have the brush cleaning tile, and then we have Frost and Ice. So these are in our 25% off tier. These two are in the 40% off tier. And this is what they look like swatched, starting with Glass Slipper, Junior Prom, Stardust, Gilded, Amethyst, Butterscotch, Blondie, Claire, Sis, Frost, and Ice. So you're gonna have to let me know if any of these from the 25 and 40% off tier are calling your name. Personal favorites from this, I would have to say Sis, Stardust, and Gilded if I had to narrow it down, but there are definitely shades that I use quite frequently in this tier. Additionally, we have 3 products, all of which I would say I highly recommend. First off is the Diamonds Are Forever. This is the 25% off tier. I love this. It's like a balmy, shimmery lipstick. It is a dupe for the Tom Ford one that was like, oh, I don't know, double the price. It's so beautiful. It was really affordable before. It's crazy affordable now. You guys, look at the packaging on this. It has the magnetic clasp. This is amazing. Additionally, we have a sale on the brush cleaning soap. So this is for the deep cleaning of your brushes. This is like luxury brush cleaning and you're getting high quality results. So you have your rubberized pad, you do have your tea tree scented disinfecting soap inside, and it is refillable. So not only is the full component on sale, but also the brush cleaning refill. So both of these and the Diamonds Are Forever lipstick are at 25% off. When it comes to products at the 40% off tier, I've grabbed a couple. So this is the perfume from the Folklore collection. It's going to look like a bottle like this. It might have a black lid, black or gold, I'm unsure. But this is the perfume. So the perfume, the hand cream, and the hardened perfume illuminator are all going to be available, but so is the collection. And I do have a picture of that going out in the newsletter. In addition to all 3 of those scents, the Seint Scent 4 in the Fine Mist is in the 40% off tier as well. There are several palettes from the Cream Color Corrector line, including one of my absolute favorites. I love the design of this palette. They have it in all different sizes. They also have the black onyx one in there in this tier, as well as the ethereal gradient small one. Okay, so this can fit 4 eyeshadows, 2 lip and cheeks, a balm and a lip and cheek. These are amazing for your purse. And then there are a couple of other things. The claw clips. So these are actually really nice claw clips. Can you see how they have 2 sets of clips and a third right here? So if you have fine hair or short hair, these will actually stay in your hair. And they are that matte black. 2 come in a package. These are lovely. Now the Mercury Compact, which I don't remember if I don't have it or I can't find it. I put a picture of it in the newsletter. That is another option at the 40% off tier, as are the Good to Glow rounds in white. These are a lovely finish on this. Like, not all rounds are created equal. These are double-sided. The texture is different on both sides. I used the gray and the white of these and the microfiber cloths at 40% off. These are really worth. Do you see how luxe they look? Like, you can even see the finish on here. They exfoliate your face without any pilling, like you don't get any product. They wash really well. These are really good. I think that's everything in the 25 and 40% off tier, but I will for sure double check and make sure that everything is in the newsletter. Let's talk 50% off last chance items. We're starting the 50% off tier with my personal favorite, lip and cheeks. So in the newsletter, I will have all the swatches, but I will also have the finish of the product. So for eyeshadows, for lip and cheeks, whether they are semi-gloss, gloss, satin, or for eyeshadows, whether they're matte or shimmer or glitter or cream, the newsletter will include all of that. So if I forget to say it while I'm going through these, rest assured I will get you that information. But there are so many beautiful shades, and I did swatch them all. So let me show you what we have here. Starting with Petal, which is a gloss, Scarlet, which is a satin, Love Spell, which is an absolute favorite, the only shade we have like this, and one that I'm wearing today. I will show you all of the makeup here in a little bit that I have on, but this is a gloss and I love her. Pink Lemonade, nope, I lied. Pinky Promise and Candy, both of which are glosses. Then we have Pink Lemonade, which is a satin, Carousel, which is a gloss, Marrakesh, which is a semi-gloss, Cabaret, which is a semi-gloss, and Tiny Dancer, which is a satin. I have those broken up on this arm here. So let me show you. This is Petal. This is going to be for the fairest of skin tones. Then we have Scarlet, again, satin, Love Spell, which is a gloss. It is our only bronzy metallic shade. Then we have Pinky Promise and Candy, which are both glosses. You'll see this one has more of a vibrancy to it. Candy is very popular for those that like a very subtle pink, especially on the lips. Pink Lemonade is in the rankings for me for favorite pink satin. I think it's absolutely great. So Love Spell and Pink Lemonade, I absolutely love. Now Carousel swatched a little bit darker. I would say this shade is very difficult to see on the cheeks. It says it's a gloss, but it is really, the consistency of it is just different. And I would say it is a little bit more challenging to pick up, and it will leave a little bit of an iridescence when worn on the lips, but it's a challenging one on the cheeks. Marrakesh, love. This is a semi-gloss. Semi-gloss is my favorite formulation. I just think it's the perfect mixture of pigment and a dewy finish without being overly glossy or overly matte. I find them to be the easiest to apply and I really enjoy them. And I am very much a seasonal makeup person. So Marrakesh just came out in December and I just really started wearing it in the last like 6 weeks when the weather got nice. I think this is a gorgeous summer shade. Then we have Cabaret, which is also a semi-gloss, gonna be beautiful in the fall and around the holidays and has enough warmth to it that you can wear it all summer long. Then we have Tiny Dancer, which in my opinion is for the very fair toned, and it is a satin, and I do find it pulls a little bit chalky. So when I look at these, my least favorite are probably Tiny Dancer, Carousel because it's difficult to work with, not because of the actual shade, but of how difficult it is to pick it up. And then Petal, just because this one is too light for me, but I do really like the finish. And it was and is very popular with those that have a fairer skin tone. Heading to the other side of the palette, we have just as many, if not more, of my favorites. So this is Over the Rainbow, which I didn't even know was on the website. I don't know how I missed that memo, but this was an exclusive shade from our conference. So this is a semi-gloss. Then we have Lavender Skies, which is a semi-gloss, Cotton Candy, which is a satin, Tangerine Dream, which is a semi-gloss, Tiger Lily, this is a satin and a very popular shade, Day Lily, which is a satin and an absolutely beautiful neutral. We have nothing like it. If you like neutrals, you should grab this one. Strawberry Shortcake, which I absolutely love and I'm super sad to see go. We just got it in December and this is the season for it. This, Tiger Lily, Marrakesh, these are all really great. Tangerine Dreams, these are really great spring and summer shades. Then we have Grape from the Fruit Punch collection. So this one is scented. Lavender Skies is a little bit more of a pink base, I would say. I'll show you here in the swatch, but they're both semi-gloss. This is scented from Fruit Punch. This is Pineapple, which is scented from the Fruit Punch collection as well. Here are the official swatches for your review. We have Over the Rainbow, Lavender Skies, Cotton Candy, which again is a satin, but it has a very white base to it. I would say this is better for color correction and to be worn on the lids than it is even for the fairest of skin tones. Tangerine Dream, this is Tiger Lily, which is a satin and so beautiful. This is Day Lily. Of our neutrals, this is the one that leans more pink as opposed to more purpley plum. Love Day Lily. This is Strawberry Shortcake. I feel like it's just the most wearable summer shade that is this perfect blend of like a peach and a pink. It literally is like Strawberry Shortcake. It's so aptly named and I love this one. Then we have Disco Inferno, Grape, and Pineapple. Take a look and let me know. There's a lot of gorgeous shades at 50% off. What is catching your eye at your first glance? Have you guys ever tried these recess mood drinks? Magnesium and adaptogen infused sparkling water to be calm, cool, and collected. I have not, and today is the day that I feel like I needed to feel calm, cool, and collected, so I'll report back. But if you've tried this, let me know. I have strawberry rosé. It's pretty tasty. Moving on to the next set of makeup that we have here in the palette. We also have a train going by. I apologize for the distraction. But what do we have here? We have powder illuminators, all of them actually. So I don't know if that means that Seint is no longer doing powder illuminators or if we're gonna have a new powder illuminator release. Guys, I'm in my powder era right now. I love to set my creams with finely milled powders. Now, I will say these powder illuminators are not the most finely milled. That's why I think for mature skin, they're less forgiving. However, they make the most gorgeous eyeshadows, and you get double the amount, I think for $2 or even maybe $2 more than an eyeshadow. These are lovely. If you have a ton of texture in this area, then you may prefer the creams. If not, and you like more of that wet looking glow, you may wanna pick some of these up. Then we have Suede Lip Liner, which is also a great bronzer. Palm Bronzer, which I'm not really sure if I've ever color matched anybody to that one. We have our Rose Gold Scented Illuminator in all 7 Seint scents, and all 3 scents of our lip conditioner, cherry, peppermint, and vanilla. All of these guys at 50% off. I have swatched what I can for you. This is Photoshop Illuminator, Goldie, Georgia. So Goldie's gonna have more gold, Georgia's gonna be more rose gold. Glamazing, which is that wet look. It is so beautiful for a wet eyeshadow look, stunning. And Starlit Illuminator, which actually has more of an iridescence and a shift to it. So these are the 5 powder illuminators. Then we have Suede Lip Liner, again, great as an eyeshadow, great as a bronzer, Palm Bronzer, and this is the Rose Gold Cream Illuminator. We have this unscented, it's not on sale, but the 7 Seint scents, scent 1 is my favorite, but I feel like a lot of people really like 3, but this is the finish on that. So again, these guys are all 50% off. There are over 50 shades of eyeshadows that are going to be on sale. I have swatched by color family, all of them already. They are labeled and ready to go in the newsletter, so I'm not going to re-swatch all 50 plus in this video, but I will go through them here with you, pick out a couple of my favorites, and you can let me know if there's anything that you're dying to have, because this is a gorgeous palette of eyeshadows. Starting here at the top, we have Gold Digger, Bayou, As If, Ginger, Emerald City, Leo, Miha, which is an absolutely beautiful pink shade, Rain, Denim, and Duke from the Blue family, as well as Da Ba Dee. Then we have Everest, Havana, Labyrinth, Moscow, Snowbird, Atlantic, Eve, Pomegranate, Ember, Winterberry, Spell, Lily, Una. We have Oz and Goldeneye, Eternal, Crimson, As You Wish, Rigoletto, Thin, Tangerine, Holly, Cashmere, Paris, Boxy, and Valencia. Then we have some creams and some glitters. But you guys, there are gorgeous shades in here, especially these bronzy tones, these metallic tones, Cashmere, Ember, Rigoletto, Thin, all of these, Snowbird. It's like that entire color family is going away. So if you are into these sorts of shades, I would grab them now, as well as these ones in the red and burgundy family. So many of them are in the 25 to 40% off, but then also in the discontinued shades. Let me swatch a couple of my favorite, but I could easily wear half of these all the time. Just a handful of my favorites from the palette that I just showed you. So this is Valencia. This is actually the base of my eyeshadow color today. So I put that all over the lid and up onto the hood to kind of neutralize the lid shade and create a nice, soft, warm base. This is Gold Digger, Leo, Moscow, Snowbird, Eve, Ember, Thin, which I also have on the eyes today. Actually, Leo is in the crease after Valencia. Thin is in the outer corner. Georgia Illuminator is on the lid. And then Labyrinth, I carved out a little bit of that outer corner crease as well. And then this shade right here is Foxy. So can you tell I have a color family theme that I really like? I wear these all the time. And I'm very sad that they are leaving, but man, they are gorgeous. We also have some glitters and some creams, and that will be the complete list of 50% off eyeshadows. If you can wear cream on the eyes. Now I can wear cream on the eyes as long as I set it really good, but if you can. This is Spiced and this is Sapphire. Spiced in particular is obviously a little bit more wearable, but they are beautiful. Sapphire makes a great blue eyeliner and certainly a color that can be sheared out as well. But our cream eyeshadows are lovely, and this is a very popular tone. So I'm a little surprised to see it go. And then we have the final 50% off eyeshadows. These are our glitters, and they are truly a glitter particle formula. So these are worn best, tapped on the lid, like something like that, just to grab the light, or sprayed onto a line spoolie brush and used as an absolutely gorgeous eyeliner for an event. These are a little hard to build up to do like an all over lid shade. I think you'll get a lot of fallout that way, but this is very mature eyelid friendly. When you tap on the particles and disperse them just subtly over the eye, it actually does a beautiful job of drawing attention to the light, but not to the texture. If you build something like this up too heavy, it will look very textured. So the nuance is just a little bit of sparkle if you want a pop. These shades are La La Land, Graceland, Dollywood, and Shenandoah. These are the 4 permanent glitters that we've had for forever. These are our 3 newest. We have Bowie, Cher, and Stevie. So those 7 are leaving for good, and that is all of the 50% off eyeshadows. I picked out a couple of items to show you guys from the miscellaneous department that I personally use all the time, or things that I just think are really cute. So first off, it looks like the powder brush is going away, and I'm hoping there will be something to replace it, but this is the brush that I use to set my under eyes with my Vanilla Dust setting powder all the time. It is a beautiful angled tip, dense enough to push in your powder without lifting up any of your makeup, without it ever looking heavy. This is a really nice brush. This is what I use around my marionette lines. Highly recommend. I don't know if there will be a replacement. We've asked, we haven't heard. We have as much information as you do, which is just this. So highly recommend the powder brush. The gold blur brush. So again, double-ended. You have this side here that is great for shadow, and then you have more detail, compact work. This is a great brush. This was originally made for the Demi Cream Corrector line. I think these work exceptional for getting into those small areas, but also as an eyeshadow brush. Great pickup. Now the wash brush. This for me, this one in gold is gonna be gone. So this for me is probably the least of the 3 that I use. However, when I need it, I'm glad that I have it. This is the brush that I use right here for powder illuminator or for loose setting powder. So if I'm gonna do something like a loose powder that I don't want to look cakey on the face, I will use something like this. So what I'll do is I will pick up a little bit, swirl it into the lid because I don't want it to be too heavy. And this is what I use to wash that underneath the eye. So I can still use a powder that's going to give me a longer set, more mattification without getting a lot of excess product or something. Like if I were to use a sponge with a powder like this under the eye, then I would have cakiness. Or something like this, I don't. And you can even use this end if you prefer something smaller. So this brush is actually really great for specific powder placement. Like with a powder illuminator right here, this is absolutely gorgeous. Or if you have the feather blotting dust and you find it to be something that you don't want to wear under the eye because it has too much mica, it's too reflective. If you put a little bit of that right here on the cheeks, it will give you beautiful illumination without over powdering the area. So this is really great for that. Additionally, any of the travel makeup bags, this is just the one that I grabbed because I think I used it most recently. We have the brush holder, we have the travel case, and then we have the makeup bag. The brush holder is great for on the daily if you're somebody who wants to store their brushes. It is a luxe, beautiful black leather tying component. It is gorgeous. This for travel, do you see it has the Seint insignia on it? I've had this for years. It needs to be cleaned, but it is beautiful. You can put your hair care in here. You can put your palette in here, any of that. Then you have this entire area for brushes. So you can secure your brushes, put your palettes, hair care, even like curling iron, whatever needs to go in here. And it is so nice. Highly recommend you take a look at this or any of the travel pieces. Then we have the shine papers, which I just talked about in my summer video. So inside here are the gray shine papers for oil blotting. These are really nice. This component is really luxury as well. So you can take a look at these. We have the rounds in the gray, or I think it's officially called charcoal. So the whites are in the 40%. These are in the 50%, as are the white microfiber cloths. Both of these are fantastic. Then there are a couple of items from the recent conference that we went to that I wanted to share with you that I think are really cute. So this is the sleeping mask. I put mine back in so you could see how it comes. This is the Over the Rainbow sleeping mask. There's also ruby red slippers that we got as gifts. And then there are two little palettes or compacts. This one is the cardboard, and this is for a single eyeshadow. This is the Oz palette. So our Oz eyeshadow came in here. However, this one right here is so pretty. This heart compact, first of all, it's the heaviest compact that I have. It has this cute key, like the key to my heart. It's in the green from the Wizard of Oz, that traditional green color. And then it has the mirror, and it fits one full-size tin. So our Over the Rainbow lip and cheek came in here. This is very, very luxurious and very nice. So these are just some cute products that you may want to consider picking up. There are also palettes and additional items that I haven't shown you, but I think that's a really good overview of the miscellaneous items at 50% off. Full breakdown in the newsletter. And that's it. Oh my gosh. I'm both tired and excited and all of the emotions all in one. Hopefully after editing, this is a concise video and you have a full list of items that you're gonna be ready to grab this Wednesday. I told you I would break down the makeup look that I have on today. I broke down the eye look for you already, but on the lips, we have our new lip tints. This is in Jam, which is the deepest one, with our Diamonds Are Forever over top for some glowing hydration. Then I have Love Spell Lip and Cheek all the way up. I did Strawberry Shortcake just on the apples of the cheek for a 2 lip and cheek combo. I wanted to stay in kind of this like bronzy family to match the eye and the lip. And I finished it off with our Rose Gold Illuminator, the scented version in Scent 1. So that is it. That is the look. That is the sale. Those are the products. I hope you guys found this video incredibly helpful. I hope you are so excited to get gorgeous and amazing makeup at a very low cost, and I'll be excited to see what Seint is gonna do next. And as always, if you found this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. And consider subscribing and joining our beauty community. Turn on your notification bell so you see every single time I upload a video, you get the notification, and I do upload weekly. As for today's video, that is it, friends. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed the sale. Email me if you have any questions or if I can be helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter, and we'll see you next week.